Good day, my lords and ladies. Today I'm going to show you how I turned this old fish tank light into a terrestrial plant light. Let's get crafting! Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to need is some giant ceiling hooks. I chose some that are slightly iridescent. Then of course you're going to need the plant light. This is an old fluval light, so it has an app that controls it, and it is fully automatic, which makes my life easier. Next, we need string or twine, either will do. From here, I'm just kind of measuring where I want it from my existing plant light, which is also an old fish light. Then I'm gonna take the pencil, which I'm currently holding in my mouth, and just kind of mark the spot that I want it to be. Now, I never get anything exactly even as hard as I try, so this doesn't really have to be exact. Just kind of whatever floats your boat here. From there, we're just gonna screw the ceiling hooks straight into the ceiling. Now, I did decide to go back and add some anchors to these because I decided that it wasn't quite sturdy enough as its own. And I really didn't want this light to come crashing down on top of my fish tank in the middle of the night. So you can see I'm kind of testing them a little bit there. And that's why I decided to go back for these funny looking things. Ta-da! I simply removed the hook, took my hammer, and went to town gently smacking it into the ceiling. It's an awkward angle, I'm not very good at hammers, and this took an absolute eternity. When I finally got it, I decided I had to celebrate. After that, I simply took the ceiling hook and screwed it right into the ceiling anchor. Then proceeded to do the exact same thing on the other side, but it would be really boring if I showed you how long that took, and doing the same thing twice. So we're just gonna skip ahead a little bit right there. Now, that string I mentioned, it's time to use it. This is a giant ball of twine that I've had in my stash for some time now. I'm simply taking a good amount of it, measuring it out into 3 sections, but I need 2 of the 3 sections, and then I'm going to braid it, which means however long you want this thing to be, you need to double that length when you're measuring. Once it was finally braided, I took these little connector thingies, which are actually meant for fishing lines, believe it or not. They each hold about 20 pounds, give or take, and so I figured it would be perfect to attach straight to the little adjusty, slidey, thingamajiggy on the fluval light, and then just make that be the thing that holds it up there. It worked beautifully, by the way. Really, the only trouble was getting that thing open. It was an absolute hassle. But I finally got it. It shall not defeat me! Then I simply took another one of those little connecty thingies, put it through the braid, and then connected that to the other one. I know these are some super technological terms that I'm using here, but I really don't know what that thing's called. I saw it on Amazon and thought, ooh, yes, I need some of those. And that's why I've decided to keep that little challenge going if you saw that video. I'm trying to use up everything that I have in my craft supplies instead of buying more. Ta-da! It lifts, it holds. It suspends! Amazing! I love it when things work. From there, I simply take one loop at a time and hook it over my giant ceiling hooks up there. I didn't quite get them spaced evenly, but whatever. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, that's unfortunate because it's in my room and you can't fix it through a screen. But yeah. I won't bore you too much with making you sit here and watch how long it took me to actually decide or figure out how to open the hook again. So let's just cut to what it looks like. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! What do you think?